What's up, guys? NBA Talk. This is my predictions video for the Warriors Cavaliers NBA Finals 2017, the third installment, the third meeting in the NBA Finals between these two teams. Um, I heard from my friends, I heard from other YouTubers, their picks. A lot of them picked the Warriors to win this series. A lot of them picked them in five. One picked them in six. A lot of the people I know did not pick a game seven. They did not see this series going to game seven. And honestly, I honestly believe that as well. It will not go to game seven. Um, I believe that the Warriors will win this series. They will win the NBA Finals. Kevin Durant will get his ring finally, even though people will still bash him for it. People will get on his head for it. And either way, win or lose, they're going to get on his head for it, for what he had done joining this super team. So, let me break it down for you. For the Warriors side of view, Draymond Green is on a good tear. People have not noticed it, and no one's giving him credit for it, even though he is a hothead and he needs to cool it. But he does not have that suspension thing over his head this time around. It's not like last year. He doesn't have that suspension factor coming into this series. So he's very much clear, and he's going to be on the court. He keeps his head up, and keeps his mind right. He could do. He's going to do some heavy damage. He's going to be an X factor for this team. How he transitions the ball, how he rebounds, his energy, his defense. He's going to do some good things. That's going to lead the charge for the Warriors. Stephen Curry is a little bit more healthier. He's very much healthier because I don't think he has lost. I don't think he missed a game in the playoffs. Basically, I haven't seen him miss one. Well, at least not that I remember because it's been a while. Um, I think Stephen Curry is going to play a little bit better. At least in the first few games, he's going to play a lot better. Maybe in the long haul, he's going to mess up a bit, pretty much, because you haven't seen him on his A game all the way throughout the playoffs. Even including this one, he has some good moments with Portland, especially with the San Antonio Spurs in Game 1. So we're definitely going to see him do some good stuff in the first couple of games, Game 1, Game 2, maybe Game 3. But the rest of them, he might get shaky on that. Klay Thompson, he hasn't shown up yet. We haven't really seen him show up big time throughout this playoffs, so it's going to be a problem maybe. Stephen Curry might end up having to carry this himself, minus Kevin Durant, because we haven't seen Klay Thompson really get off in this playoffs of 2017 yet. So we'll wait. For Kevin Durant, he needs to show up. He needs to show up big time because everybody's going to chew this guy out for not showing up. They're going to chew him even more up. It is dead serious. The heat is on Kevin Durant other than any player in these playoffs, in this series, in these finals. Kevin Durant got the heat on his ass, on his body, everywhere. He can't escape the hatred that he has brought to himself in these finals. You may think of it as heat. Maybe it's just people just throwing their anger at something because of his decision. I respect his decision. What he did in order to get a championship ring because loyalty, staying in your hometown is often not rewarded. He had a chance to win the finals, go to the finals. It was not guaranteed that he was going to win the finals, get a chip in OKC. Keep that in mind, people. We will never know because this must be a reason why he ain't winning in OKC. Why he choked out in OKC last year against the Warriors in the conference finals. Maybe that's a sign where it's time to hit the brakes, trying to get out of there, trying to get to a ring no matter what. Because no one's trying to beat Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. No one's trying to be that. Um, I know for a fact the bench is going to show up to a good degree better than the Cavaliers. This is one of the reasons why I believe the Warriors are going to win this series, because the bench is going to show up better than the Cavaliers. Even though the Cavaliers have a better talent bench, the bench have more talent. The Warriors side, they're more structured. That is the biggest reason why I believe the Warriors are going to win, because they are more structured offensively and defensive wise. As we look towards the Cavaliers, they're not really that structured. It's Kyrie, LeBron James, Kevin Love really showing up throughout these playoffs. Everybody else is just like, you know. Tristan Thompson has shown up big time on the rebounding, so he has a good clearance on himself. But everybody else, J.R. Smith needs to show up like he did last year. He needs to show up like he did last year, especially defensive wise, because you need to keep Klay Thompson down. He is not in a good funk. You need to keep him that way. But I haven't seen J.R. Smith stepped up yet. And all the talent that they brought, Kyle Korver, the both Williams, Deron and Derek Williams, they brought them in. You have Iman Shumpert coming off the bench. You have Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson. I haven't seen them work together in a structured way where they look good. They haven't really looked good at all throughout this entire season. Even in the playoffs, it's been LeBron James, Kyrie, Kevin Love. That's it. Haven't seen anybody else. Another reason why I'm picking the Warriors to win, because I think in the Boston Celtics series exposed a little bit of the Cavaliers, because if you could take out LeBron James out of the equation, not necessary injury people, not injured people, because we don't want that. If you could take him out in his mind, if you could take him out of the game, you could guarantee a win for the Warriors in this series, because Kyrie Irving, as good as he is as an offensive talent, he's not a good overall talent. He's not good defensive-wise. He hasn't shown to be a consistent defensive guy. He has shown he can play defense. He just hasn't done it consistently. He hasn't done consistently assist-wise, where he can pass the ball and elevate everybody around him. I haven't seen that. LeBron James has been doing that. But when LeBron James chokes, what happens? Everybody else is choking too. Like in that game 3, what happened? Where was Kevin Love? Where was Kyrie Irving to step up big time? They did not show up big time to get them back into the game. Nobody showed up. So I don't have that confidence in the Cavaliers. I would have picked the Cavaliers earlier this season, but coming into these playoffs, I knew if the Warriors and the Cavaliers meet up, Warriors are going to win. And I see this is going to happen just like the San Antonio Spurs and Miami Heat 2014, where the Spurs, in this case the Warriors, are going to spank the Cavaliers big time. They're going to crush them. Cavaliers don't play no defense, and they're inconsistent in their passing. Rebounding-wise, they could get on the Warriors. Rebounding-wise, shooting-wise, they could get on the Warriors. Outdo the Warriors. But they're not consistent. They're not structured right. And I would take structure over talent any day, because what's the point of having talent if you don't know how to use it right? And I also put blame on Tyronn Lue for allowing this to happen and not getting structure in this team, this Cavaliers team, because this is a mess. For the longest time, since the All-Star break, they've been inconsistent in their structuring. Warriors have been consistent all day. Even when Kevin Durant was out, they kept it going, and they were even better without Kevin Durant. So that's my pick on Kevin Durant. They're going to win in Game 6. I'm not going to go for Game 5. I'm Game 6. Everybody's picking Game 5. I'm picking Game 6. Cavaliers are going to win at home. They're going to win one game. Game 5. They're definitely going to win Game 5 on the Warriors' turf. So, Warriors, Game 6. They will win the series. They will win the championship. And it's going to be a new era. So, peace out. Tomorrow's the game. Let's do it.